In today's training video, we'll take you to over the creation of the test, which type of test you can create into Examdex account, as well as with the help of the number of types of questions you can add into the test. So for that, we'll come down to the test section. Over here, few fields are mandatory, like test instructions you should add, as well as test labels. Test labels, it means test types. We have four types of tests, like mock test, practice test, online exam, and classroom exam. So based on these four types, if you want to create any other name for mock test, let's say for a mock test, I want to show the name as certification exam and I don't want to show the name as mock test. So in that case, you can use the labels field and you can replace the our predefined test type labels with your defined labels. So you can use test labels field. Test profile settings, which is mandatory, which provision you want to provide to the students while they attempt the test. Also, which things you want to show on test panel for the students, that you can show from the test profile settings. So go through once what are all settings are available related to the question, related to the test and results, that you can enable accordingly. And test instructions, whatever guidelines you want to provide to the student, that you should define first. So now we'll go to the test creation. So click on new test. Whenever you are trying to create any new test, these four fields we have to select. So now we'll see one by one. So now we are on the test creation page. So fill the test name, select the course, select the standard in which whatever different subjects are available, as well as the questions inside that. So select the standard, select the test instructions created, define the total number of questions which you want to allow into the test, define the total maximum marks of the questions, select the test difficulty level from drop down. If you want to provide certain description related to the test, you can add a description field. Otherwise, you can keep it blank. Select the test type, which is mandatory. Here there are four types of test we are able to conduct from Examdex. It is practice test. It means the test which is available for the student to attempt n number of times. Mock test, it means you can apply certain specific dates, and in between those dates, students are able to attempt that test at once. Online exam, it means the test will be available for the student on the specific date and timings. And classroom exam can be conducted on the classroom itself. So dependent upon the type, you can enter the details. So I have selected over here the test type as mock test. Dependent upon the selected test type, you can fill the test duration. So select that. The test duration can be defined in number of minutes. So I have selected over here the mock test. It means I can apply certain duration. Let's say I want this test to be available for the student for 3 days, and within this 3 days, student can able to attempt at one time. So accordingly, we will apply the dates. Make sure you will not select any time over here, otherwise test will started from the given time. So you can keep it 00. Apply the end date. Here we have one option. How do you want to assign questions into the exam list? By two methods, you can assign questions into test. One is manual evaluation. It means manually you can pick questions from the subject or the topics. And there is one more way, automated. It means if you want to randomize the question, if you want to shuffle the question into the section itself, so that time you can go with the automated evaluation method. It means whenever you select the automated type, we'll check one by one. First, manual evaluation. Here there is one more option, multilingual. If there are certain questions created with multi-language in English and Hindi both, so you can allow multi-language, so the question will be visible to the students in both the languages. and accordingly students can attempt. So now we'll go to the save and next page. So we have selected manual evaluation method. It means manually I can pick the question from the subjects or the topics. Now we are on question assignment page. Here also directly you can upload the questions, or whatever questions are already present into account we can directly select. So click on add questions. Once we clicked on add question, one page will be available for us to filter out from the different subject, different topics question. So you can directly select the questions and click on search. You can pick the questions accordingly. I have kept 10 questions, so because of that I have selected 10 and I have clicked on assign question. Once the questions has been picked, one option will be available for you to give marks for each question. So whatever maximum marks you have put, dependent upon that you can assign marking to the each question. First field is maximum marks per question, second field is negative marks, and third field is not attempted. So accordingly you can fill the marking and click on apply. So the marks will get applied to all of the questions and you can click on save marks. So the details will get saved successfully. There is one more way to assign question into the test. It is automated method. So for that you can come down to the previous page, select the question assignment method as automated. While selecting automated method, we can go for the criteria creation. Click on new criteria. So whatever subjects are present into that respective selected subject, it will show you the total number of question count. 16 questions are available into the selected subject. So dependent upon that, you can fill other details and you can apply range from and to range. How many number of questions you want to apply, what will be the maximum marking, what will be the negative marking, how many questions you want to apply into this test automatically. So if I define 10, it means out of 16, any 10 questions will get picked from by the system automatically and will get assigned into the test. System will pick the questions, and in manual evaluation the person will going to choose the questions. So dependent upon the question criteria selected or the question assignment option selected, the system or the person will get access to pick the question. So manual evaluation it means the person will have access to select the question. Automated it means system will pick the questions. So now we'll go to the second page. Select the questions, do the assignment for that. Define the marking for that. Define the maximum marks. Click on save. Click on next. Always on each page there is save button available. So whatever details you are going to add over here, make sure you will save those details. Now third page will be question order. So select the section, it means the subject from which questions we have picked. If you want to drag drop, it means if you want to change the order of the question, you can simply drag drop that question. So the question order will get changed. Click on save question order. Click on next. The last page, which is very mandatory, the test profile settings. Whatever test profile settings has been created, you can select that. Make sure just selecting it will not get applied. So you have to make any changes in the selected test profile settings. Make sure you can apply or you can change the settings accordingly. You can update the settings and then click on save test setting. So whenever whatever options you want to make available for the student or whatever restrictions you want to apply, you can update those settings, click on the save test setting, and now then go to the publish now or publish later. So we will always suggest that you can go with the publish later option, means whatever questions you have applied, whatever options are assigned for that. So you can preview the page once, so the whatever questions or the options are visible for the student, you can preview once and then you can publish the test. So dependent upon that, you can publish the test. So once the data has been verified, you can go for the publish. So once we publish the test, we have option, we can assign student for that respective test. So whatever test has been created, it will show you on a test page dependent upon the test types. So you can filter out from here. The test which is available, we can directly assign student for that. From the test page itself, or there is one more option, if more than one test you want to make available for the student in package, we can go for that too. So this is the process, how to create a test, which fields are mandatory, which settings should be available, which fields you should pre-fill, then we can go for the test publish. Hope this video is helpful for you to understand the mandatory things and the question assignment into the test.